Okay, can you guys see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's begin. Hello everyone. Welcome to grade 8 English class. By the way, you can call me Sir Dave. So how are you students? You Jericho, how are you?
I'm great, sir. I'm doing good.
Yes. I'm happy to hear that. How about you, Kevin Sumarde? How about you, Kevin? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
I'm
how
good,
are
sir.
okay. Okay, so let's wait for the last student. Okay, so hello Ayesa. So how about you? How are you doing today? Oh, wait. Hello Ayesa. So how are you doing today? How's your day? Can you hear me? Okay, so I think she's having problem with her connection. So okay. So before we start, let us pray first. So bow our head and feel the presence of our Lord. And let me just play our prayer and let's feel the presence of our Almighty God. Okay. So again, we pray to our Almighty God to guide us for our today's discussion. So okay, so we have new students here. So hi Jose. Hi Jose. So how are you today? How are you doing? Can you hear me, Jose? How about you, Caitlin? How are you doing today? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you po.
Okay, okay. Okay, so we're done with our prayer. Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, so before we begin to our discussion proper, so let me just explain to you first our online class etiquette. So first, use the raise hand function if you have a question to ask, and don't be shy to ask questions because I will be more than happy to answer all of your questions. And the second one is give your fully focused attention. So again, I'm hoping for your focused attention throughout the discussion for today. And the next one is to participate fully. So I'm not hoping for a perfect answer. Just participation, even your answer is wrong. I will be happy for that. And the last one is choose a good location at your house. So choose a quiet place so you can speak when you want to answer. Okay, is everything clear for our online class etiquette? Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. Okay, so for our motivation, okay, so for our motivations, before we start our interesting lesson for today, let us have a motivational activity. So I will present pictures that depicts the scenes in the story, The Necklace by Maupassant. And you guys will choose which among those pictures that I will present is which among the pictures occurs first. So which do you think is the first picture, the second one, the third one, and so on. I will explain further. Okay, so here, here. So just choose the letter that what do you think that which occurs first? Is it A, B, C, or D? Anyone from the class? Like you'll just have to choose the picture that you think that occurs first from these different scenes.
Letter C, sir.
Okay, so is it Kevin? Oh, I'm sorry,
Opo.
yes, I wasn't able to so that you raise hands, but don't worry, I will call you later. Okay, so Kevin answered C. So yes, the correct answer is C. So here it looks like the husband is giving something to to his wife. So later we will find out what is inside that envelope. Okay, and the second one, so which do you think?
Sir, I think B.
B. Why do you think so?
Because she's thinking about, I think, sir, when I see the picture, she's thinking about to plan with joining with other
Oh, okay.
people, which
Okay.
is letter D.
Okay. So like yes, she's dreaming that she's wearing those glamorous clothes and jewelries. Okay, so second one is letter B. So the third one. So we only have two left. So the third one. Yes, do you want to answer? So which do you think which do you think is the third one? Yes,
I think letter D po, sir.
letter D. Okay, so yes, very good, Esa. So here in letter D, we can see that she's already in look like a party. She's already wearing the dress and the jewelry. And later we will find out what happened in that party and how she was able um to attain that dress and the jewelry that she's wearing. So the next one, so the last one, um so obviously that's letter A, right? So here they look both of them look worried. So the question is why? So later we will find out. Okay. Thank you very much for participating. And let's proceed to the next one. Okay, so here's our, okay, I'm sorry. Can you guys still, okay, wait, my screen crash. Okay, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, so here's our, wait, let's wait the presentation. Okay, so wait guys, I'm having problem with my presentation. Okay, can you now see my share screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So for our quote of the day, anyone from the class who wants to read, just raise your hand if you want to answer or to read rather. Anyone? Just read the quotation.
Sir, me po.
Okay. Okay, Jericho, read the quotation and give a brief explanation of this quote.
Okay, sir. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty by Socrates. I think, sir, it says here that contentment is natural wealth. So meaning to say, sir, that if we uh, content contented to something, we must be grateful that we have those things, sir.
Okay. Yes, your answer is correct. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so to elaborate, this quote means that in life, the real wealth or riches does not come from the luxuries in life, like cars, mansions, or a lot of monies. Because according to Socrates, the real wealth is being content on what you have, being contented on what you have. So finding contentment in life, not finding luxuries, is the key to happiness, which brings us internal peace. So later in the story that we are going to discuss, we will find out and realize the importance of contentment. Okay, so let's proceed to the story. Okay, so have any one of you read the necklace by Maupassant? Does any one of you just raise your hand if you have already read this story? Kevin, how about you? Have you read this story when you were in high school?
Hindi pa po, sir.
Okay. How about you, Caitlin or Ayasa? Have you read this story, the necklace?
Same at Kevin po, sir. No.
Hindi
Okay.
pa po, sir.
So it's kind of exciting because I can share it to you without any disruption because it's fresh for you to hear the story. So I think Jericho raised his hand. So how about you, Jericho? Have you read the story already?
Yes, sir. When I was in third year, sir. But I forgot
Oh yes,
this one, sir.
you already forgot this story. Okay. So okay, so before we proceed to the story, so let me just ask you first, any one of you. So okay, so does any one of you have experienced losing something valuable that is not yours? Like have you experienced losing example is anything that is valuable, but that is not yours, like you lose your friend's cell phone, anyone from the class? You can share to us your story.
Me, sir, when I borrow my brother's watch, and then when I came back to my house, the watch was missing.
Okay, so what did you do after that?
For this, for that, sir, I um buy a watch
Oh,
on Shopee.
so you buy a watch. So you told to your brother directly that you lost the watch.
No, sir, I didn't
Oh,
say that I
okay.
lost the watch.
You just bought a new one, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what you did is kinda has a similarity to this story. So but still you you paid for the lost watch. Okay. So enough for the discussion. So let's proceed. Okay, so let me introduce you first to the characters of the story. Okay, so who wants to read? Anyone from the class? Kevin, can you read this one, the first character? Hello, Kevin. Can you hear me? Can you please read the first character? Okay, I think he's having problem with his internet connection. How about Ayesa? Okay, Kevin's mic is broken, so let's just call Ayesa. Can you please read the first character? Or Miss Caitlin, you'll just have to read this one. Hello, guys.
Sir, I will read po. Matilda Luisel, the protagonist of the story. Matilda has been blessed with physical beauty but not with the affluent lifestyle she yearns for, and she feels deeply discontented with her lot of love in life.
Okay, so our protagonist here is Matilda Loisel. Okay, she came from an unwealthy family and she lives a normal life and she is deeply discontented with her life. Okay, for the next one, I will read the next one, Monsieur Loisel. So Matilda's husband, Monsieur Loisel is content with the small pleasures of his life, but does his best to appease Matilda's demand and assuage her complaints. He loves Matilda immensely but does not truly understand her, and he seems to underestimate the depth of her unhappiness. So Monsieur Loisel is the husband of Matilda. Okay, the last character. Guys, don't be shy. I just have to read the this one. Just raise your hand if you want to read. Jose, Caitlin, or Ayesa. Okay, wait. Okay, I will read once again. Okay, Madame Forrester. So, Madame Forrester is Matilda's wealthy friend. So, Madame Forrester treats Matilda kindly, but Matilda is bitterly jealous of Madame Forrester's wealth, and the kindness pains her. Okay, so she is the wealthy woman in the story. So later we will find out what is her part to this story. Okay, wait. Okay. So here you're going unlocking difficulties. So here are some of the unfamiliar words that we will encounter throughout 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 the story. Okay. Wait. I'll just need to fix something. Okay. So I will read the first one, and if anyone wants to read the B and C, please just raise your hand. So okay, so the first word that we will encounter in this story is monsieur. So have you heard the word monsieur? Any one of you guys? Jericho, have you heard the word monsieur?
Sir, I am not quite familiar with the word monsieur.
Okay. So, Monsieur, I will read it. The conventional French title of respect and term of address for a man corresponding to Mr. or Sir. So, if in English we call a man a Mr. or Sir, in French, they call it Monsieur. Example is Monsieur Jericho, Monsieur Jose. So that's their conventional French title for man. So the second one is pranks. So anyone who wants to read, Ayesa, Caitlin, Jose. Okay, Kevin, raise his hand. Please read the letter B.
Francs, a former silver coin of France, first issued under Henry III.
Okay, francs. Oh, so if we have 1 peso coin, 5 peso coin, 10 peso coin, France has francs. So but they are not using this anymore. It's just their former silver coin. Okay, and the next one is shabbiness. Anyone?
Sir, me.
Okay,
Shabbiness,
Jericho.
the state of being in poor condition or badly dressed because things have been used or worn a lot.
Okay, Jericho, can you use that in a sentence? Just like a short sentence. Can you use shabbiness?
Yes, sir. I feel I felt shabbiness because of the dress that I worn.
Okay, exactly. Thank you very much, Jericho. And now, let's proceed to the story. Okay. Okay. So I will be the first paragraph. I will read the first paragraph, and I will ask for your I will kindly ask for your cooperation, guys, to read the next paragraph. Okay. So every paragraph, I will explain it thoroughly. Okay. So the necklace. Matilda Loisel is pretty and charming, but feels she has been born into a family of unbearable economic status. She was married up to a lowly clerk in the Ministry of Education, who can afford to provide her only with a modest, though not only uncomfortable lifestyle. Matilda feels the burden of her poverty intensely. She regrets her lot in life and spent endless hours imagining a more extravagant existence. While her husband expresses his pleasure at the small, modest suppers she has suffered for him, she has prepared for him. She dreams of an elaborate feast served on fancy china and eaten in the company of wealthy friends. She possesses no fancy jewels or clothing, yet these are the only things she lives for. Without them, she feels she is not desirable. She has one wealthy friend, Madame Forrester, but refuses to visit her because of the heartbreak it brings her. So from this scene, we can see that Matilda Loisel and Monsieur Loisel is living a normal life. And so they are like we can say that they are unwealthy because they don't come from a royal family or what. But Matilda Loisel is um always dreaming of fabulous life. She wants to live in a like in a dream life of everyone or every woman. She wants to have like a like that what it said a fancy piece and everything. Okay, the next paragraph. Can anyone from the class who wants to read the next paragraph, please just raise your hand. Okay, Kevin, please read the next paragraph.
One night, her husband returned home proudly, wearing an invitation to a formal party hosted by the Ministry of Education. He hopes that Matilda will be thrilled with the chance to attend an event of this sort, but she is instantly angry and begins to cry. Through her tears, sir, wait lang sir, nawala
Okay,
ko
okay,
eh.
okay.
Through her tears, she tells him that she has nothing to wear and she ought to give the invitation to one of his friends whose wife can afford better clothing. Her husband is upset by her reaction and asks how much a suitable dress would cost. She thinks she thinks about it carefully and tell him that 400 francs will be enough. Her husband quietly balks at the sum but agrees that she may have the money.
Okay, so here we can see that how ungrateful Matilda is. Her husband gave her an invitation to that formal party, and just to say this formal party is limited, especially for those unwealthy people. So his husband is very happy to give it to her, but she uh she was angry and began to cry because her problem is that she doesn't have anything to wear, no jewelries to wear. So her recommendation to his husband is to just give it to other who can afford better clothing, who can afford jewelries. And okay, so of course the husband was upset by that reaction. So because Monsieur Loisel really loves Matilda, he gives him the 400 francs. So that 400 francs is their savings. So he gave it to Matilda just to buy a new dress, just to buy a new dress. He gave her 400 francs. Right? She's very ungrateful. Okay. Next one. Okay, I will read this part. As the day of the party approaches, as the day of the party approaches, Matilda starts to behave oddly. She confessed that the reason for her behavior is lack of jewels. So Monsieur Loisel suggests that she wears flower, but she refuses. So he implores her to visit Madame Forrester and borrow something from her. Madame Forrester agrees to lend Matilda her jewels, and Matilda selects a diamond necklace. She is overcome with the gratitude at Madame Forrester's generosity. Okay. So here comes Madame Forrester in the story. So she is friend of Matilda, and she lent Matilda a diamond necklace to wear on that party. Okay, now she already have the dress to wear and the jewelry to wear in the party. Okay, and at the party, Matilda is the most beautiful woman in attendance, and everyone notices her. She is intoxicated by the attention and has an overwhelming sense of self-satisfaction. At 4 a.m., she finally looks for Monsieur Loisel, who has been dozing for hours in the deserted room. He cloaks her bare shoulders in a wrap and cautions her to wait inside, away from the cold night air, while he fetches a cab. But she is ashamed at the shabbiness of her wrap and follows Monsieur Loisel outside. They walk for a while before hailing a cab. So as we can see, Monsieur Loisel was hiding in a deserted room waiting for Matilda to finish the party. And when he gave Matilda a wrap or like a cloth, um because it's already night and the air is cold, um Matilda was so ashamed because the wrap was so shabby. Nabubulol ako, sorry. Was so shabby. Okay, so they walk because there are no more cab because it's already 4 a.m. So they walk, and when they finally return home, Matilda is saddened that the night has ended. As she removes her wrap, she discovers that her necklace is no longer around her neck. So what do you guys think? What happened to the necklace? Guys, what do you think happened to the necklace? Anyone from the class?
It went missing.
Okay, so the necklace was gone. So in a panic, Monsieur Laisel goes outside and retraces their steps. Terrified, she sits and waits for him. He returns home much later in an even greater panic. He has not found the necklace. He instructs her to write to Madame Forrester and say that she has broken the clasp of the necklace and is getting it mended. So as we can see, the necklace was gone, and the solution that they came up is to lie to Madame Forrester to say that the diamond necklace was broken. So they lie. Instead of saying the truth, they lie. Okay. Okay, guys. This meeting is about to end in 5 minutes. But I will send a new meeting link, and please join again. Okay, guys. But I will continue reading while we still have 5 minutes. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so they continue to look for the necklace. After a week, Monsieur Loisel says they have to see about replacing it. So because it was gone, they don't have any choice but to replace it because they don't want to tell the truth to Madame Forrester. They don't want to tell that it was gone. So because of their ego, they choose to replace it and to keep on lying. So they visit many jewelers searching for a similar necklace and finally find one. So the diamond necklace cost 40,000 francs. Although the jeweler says he will give it to them for 36,000, Loisel spent a week scraping up money from all kinds of sources, mortgaging the rest of their existence. So after 3 days, Monsieur Loisel purchases the necklace. So they were able to purchase the necklace for 36,000, but they sell all of their properties, and they are now very poor and living a poor life. When Mathilde returns the necklace, in its case to Madame Forrester is annoyed. Of course, because it takes them like a week just to give it back to Madame Forrester. At how long it has taken to get it back, but does not open the case to inspect it, Matilda is relieved. So Madame Forrester does not inspect the contents of the bags. Okay. Wait, guys. Okay, so, and one Sunday, while she is out for a walk, Matilda spots Madame Forrester. Feeling emotional, she approaches her and offers greetings. Madame Forrester does not recognize her, and when Matilda identifies herself, Madame Forrester cannot help but exclaim that she looks different. Of course, she will look different because they work all night and day just to pay off or to buy a new diamond necklace. Matilda says that that the change was on her account and explained to her the long saga of losing the necklace, replacing it, and working for 10 years to repay the debts. So they have to work for 10 years just to repay the debts that they use just to buy a new diamond necklace. So at the end of her story, Madame Forrester clasped her hands and tells Matilda the original necklace was just a costume jewelry and not worth anything. So it's kind of a tragic story because imagine that you work for you sell everything that you have and you have to work for 10 years just to repay your debts just for a fake jewelry. So here we can see that uh, that the jewelry that she borrows from Madame Forrester is just a fake jewelry. It's a costume jewelry. So okay, so before I continue on this story and to the questions, I will just end this meeting first and I will send a new one, and please join. Okay, guys, it will just take another 10 minutes. Okay, I'll just end this one and I'll send a new meeting link. For Kevin's friend, I will send a new meeting link to him for you to join. Thank you. I will stop the recording first. Okay, and now we're back. Let's just wait for the presentation. Am I audible? Jericho, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so before we proceed to the guide questions, let us first tackle what happens again to the story. So the jewelry that she borrows from Madame Forrester was gone, and the solution that they came up is not to tell to Madame Forrester that it was gone, but instead they lie that that the jewelry or the necklace is just broken. So to repay for to bring back the necklace, they sell everything that they have, and yeah, they mortgage everything, all of their properties, and they have to work for 10 years just to repay those debts that was caused by buying a new diamond necklace. And at the end, when she gave it back to Madame Forrester, they found out that the necklace was just a fake jewelry. It's not real. So that's kind of tragic story, right? Okay, so do you have any questions about the story? Like any clarifications about the story?
No, sir. All good.
Okay, so now let's proceed to the questions. Okay, so anyone who wants to read and answer question number 1, just raise your hand if you want to answer. Anyone? Okay, Jericho.
At the start of the story, how does Madame Lucelle feel about her life? I think, sir, Madame Lucelle feels hopeless and displeased because she had nothing to work for the party.
Okay, very good. That's correct. Yes, at the start of the story, we can see that she is very discontent on her life. So when that time that her husband offers her invitation to a party um, that has special peoples like royalties, she was ashamed because she doesn't have any dress to wear. So she felt dismayed and kind of anxious because she don't have anything to wear or no jewelries or dress. Okay, thank you for answering, Jericho. Question number 2. How about you, Jose? Do you want to read and answer question number 2?
Um, why did Madame Louiselle borrow a necklace? Sir, Matilda borrowed the necklace to be matched with her dress to Mr. Forrester so that she will be gorgeous at the party.
Okay, thank you very much for that answer. And yes, you're correct. Again, she borrowed the necklace because she doesn't have anything to wear in the party. She don't want to look like unwealthy woman. So that's why she borrowed a necklace from Madame Forrester. Thank you very much, Jose. Okay, question number 3. How did Madame Loisel's life change after they had paid for the new necklace? Jericho?
Okay po. How did Madame Luisa life change after they had paid for the necklace? I think, sir, they sell all of their properties, borrowed money from everyone, and live a poor life.
Yes, exactly. So after they paid the necklace, they have to work for 10 years. Imagine that, 10 years just to pay the debt that they just to pay the debt for the money that they used to buy a new diamond necklace. Thank you very much, Jericho. So 3 more questions. So question number 4, what did they do to find Madame Forrester's necklace? Jose, what did they do to find Madame Forrester's necklace? Question number 4.
Um, Sir, Loisel searched for it until they found a jewelry shop, but the cost of the new necklaces very expensive. They had a lot of dead band work so hard to replace the lock necklace.
Okay, so okay, to find Madame Forrester necklace, they search Monsieur Loisel searched through the road, but he wasn't able to find it, so they just bought a new one for 36,000 francs. Okay. Question number 5. What was the reaction of Madame Forrester when Loisel returned the necklace? Question number 5.
Sure.
Okay.
The reaction is when the necklace was returned to her without knowledge, it was not the original necklace. She acted just normally. But when Matilda told her the truth, she was so shocked about the story revealed by her because it is a true necklace.
Okay, exactly. Thank you very much, Jericho, for answering. And let's proceed to the last question. Would you do the same if you were in the position of Madame Loisel? Any question? Any answer? There's no right or wrong answer to these questions. Um, Jericho, do you want to say something?
Yes, sir.
Okay, proceed.
For
Hello?
hello, sir.
Okay, proceed.
If I were in the position of Madame Loisel, I will not do the same, sir. I will tell the truth to the owner of the necklace, and then that's it, sir. I will tell the truth.
Okay. How about you, Jose? Do you want to say something about this question? Like, would you do the same if you were in the position of Madame Loisel? Would you also lie that the jewelry was
No
gone?
idea, sir.
Okay. But yes, thank you very much still, Jose. And for Jericho's answer, yes, that's correct. Of course, it's not good to do the same, right? We must be honest if we make mistakes, we should be honest. Whatever happens. Okay, so here I will play a 5-minute video about the elements of a story. And after watching that video, I will present a picture with details from the story, The Necklace, and you guys will guess among which of the following is the exposition, conflict, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. Okay, let's proceed.
Hello, readers. I'm going to draw you a map, and it's going to look like a.
Hello guys, can you hear the audio of the on the screen? Can you hear the audio of the video? Hello?
Di pa po naka-play, sir.
But yeah, you can hear, right? You can hear the audio of the video. Rinig po yung audio netong video. Ayan.
It's a map of a story. What? You're saying? How do you map a story?
Yes po. Yes po.
Okay po. Okay. Thank you. Play natin siya ulit.
Hello, readers.
Okay, and please listen carefully, guys, because after this, I'll be going to ask questions and we're going to have an activity.
I'm going to draw you a map, and it's going to look like I've drawn a mountain, but it's not a map of a mountain. It's a map of a story. What? You're saying? How do you map a story? What makes a story windy? These are great questions, and to answer them, I'll say this. Today, we're going to talk about elements of a story, the parts that make it up, like ingredients and recipes. Many stories follow a similar pattern. Good readers know what these patterns are. You talk about them using the right tools. This helps everyone be on the same page, so to speak, when you discuss or write about the stories you're reading. I'm about to drop a lot of vocabulary on you, so brace yourselves. Story with exposition, where we learn about the characters and the setting. Then we introduce the as the characters begin to try to solve them, we enter rising action, upward slope. Here, the conflict can't go any further. We're at the top of the mountain. There's no exciting part of the story, falling. The climax will happen much closer to the end. It's not a symmetrical. The action slows down. The problem has been solved. Maybe the problem has changed. The characters prepare for the last phase of the story. This is where we tie up loose ends. Characters reflect on what they learned. Maybe a set up a sequel. Now, look, that was a lot of information. In order to make sense of it, let's apply all of those terms to a story. Now, our go-to has been the Three Little Pigs, and while that's a story everyone knows, I'm starting to think it needs to be fresh. So let's go with the elements of storytelling in my new project, a reboot of Three Little Pigs that I'm calling TLP Starbound. So I'm going to put the story now. Okay, so the exposition. Pigs have expanded to every corner of the galaxy. Three brave little pigs decide to strike out on their own, exploring a new, exciting space. One builds a spaceship out of straw. Go with me. One builds a spaceship out of twigs. And one builds a spaceship out of flexible hyperalloy they developed in the laboratory. So, setting. They're in space. We've got our characters, pigs. Now, the conflict. Along comes the notorious space pilot, Captain Wolf. He's big, he's bad. He wants to blow up the spaceships and eat the pigs. He begins hunting down the big ships one at a time. No, he has a cyber eye. And now we enter rising action. Captain Wolf engages the straw ship. They have an exciting space battle. And straw pig escapes in a little escape pod to the twig ship. Undaunted, the tension continues to rise. He destroys the twig ship. The two pigs escape again, this time to the brick house. I mean, the hot, flexible hyperalloy spaceship piloted by the science lab. And now we come to the climax. Captain Wolf comes to the advanced ship. He tries to blow it up, but he can't. It's too powerful. He decides to board the ship because that's the only way he'll get to eat the pigs. But the pigs trap him in a space barrel while he's still in the airlock. They did it. They solved the problem. Captain Wolf is trapped in the space barrel, and he can't escape. The climax is past. Now we enter the fall action event. In the version of the story that I know, the three little pigs roll the barrel into the river. So I think maybe in this version they punt the space barrel out the airlock into the cold void of space. Or maybe they strand him on a deserted planet. But in any case, they never have to deal with it again. The threat is now gone. And that means that the conflict has been resolved. We're in the resolution part of the story. The first two little pigs, they need to they want to survive in space. And they build fancy spaceships just like the science book. And that's an introduction to story. Now that you're familiar with the ideas, start off. You can
Okay. I hope you learned something from that video. So in that video, um, uh, he tackled the elements of the story, and I will further explain it. Okay. Wait. Okay. Um, okay. Sorry. I'll just need to wait, guys. I'll just need to fix something. Okay. Um, can you now can you guys can you guys see saw my screen? Can you see my screen, Jericho?
Yes, sir. We can see your screen.
Okay. Okay, so these are the elements of a story that was tackled in that video. So the first one is exposition. So can you read the number one, Jericho?
Exposition. Exposition is a piece of writing that conveys information about a character's background story, including the setting, past events, and other relevant historical facts of it.
Okay, so that's the first part of the story. Okay, remember that. So it contains the information about the character's background story, the settings of the story, past events, and other historical acts or ideas that is relevant in the story. So that the first one, exposition. Okay, and the second one is conflict. Jose, can you read the second one? Conflict.
Uh, conflict. Conflict is the primary problem that the characters in a story face. It is the driving force in any story, but it influences the turn of events in the plot. Without conflicts, there is no story arc and no character in development.
Okay. This is one of the most important part of a story or elements of a story, conflict, right? If a story doesn't have a problem, it's boring, right? There's no point. Okay, like what it said, without conflict, there's no story arc or no character development. So it is very important. And the third one is, I'll read the third one, rising action. So the rising action starts right after the period of exposition and ends at the climax. Beginning with the inciting incident, rising action is the bulk of the plot. It is composed of a series of events that builds on the conflict and increase the tension, sending the story racing to a dramatic climax. So rising action is like the beginning of something big, like based from its from the word rising. So the action is starting to rise. So that's the third part or the third element of a story. And the fourth one is the climax. So climax, I bet we all know what climax is. So the climax of a story happens when the tension reaches a breaking point, forcing the protagonist to face the antagonist, and resolve the conflict once and for all. So the climax here, like what I've said, it reaches the breaking point of the story. So here, this is the part where the exciting part of the story. So that is in the climax. So like the plot of the story will be showed on that part of the story. Okay, and to the fifth one is falling action. So can you read the fifth one, Jericho?
Falling action. The falling action of the story is the section of the plot following the climax in which the tension stemming from the story's central conflict decreases and the story moves towards its conclusion.
Okay, so earlier there's a rising action. So here, after the tension reaches a breaking point, it falls down. So it goes to a falling action. So here, what happened is the conflict decreases and the story moves towards the conclusion of the story. So the last one is the resolution. So of course, a story should have a conclusion or a resolution. So resolution, also known as the denouement. Denouement is the resolution is when conflicts are resolved and the story concludes. So that's everything. So in resolution, that's where the story concludes. Okay, so before we proceed to our next activity, do you have any clarification about the elements of a story? Any clarifications? Just raise your hand and ask. I guess everything's good, so let's proceed.
No, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you for answering, Jericho. I guess everything's good, so let's proceed to the activity. Okay, so for our activity, like what I've said earlier, for the instruction, you'll just have to guess which of the following in this picture is the exposition, the conflict, the rising action, the climax, the falling action, and the resolution. So let's begin. Okay. Okay, for the exposition, which do you think among these pictures is the exposition? Just tell me the letter of the answer.
Letter C po, sir.
Okay, letter C. Let's find out. Okay, exactly. Letter C, because in this part it shows the information about this character's background story. So it includes the settings, which is in Paris, France in 1880. Okay, very good, Jose. Thank you for that perfect answer. Okay, let's proceed to the let's proceed to the second one. You saw the answer. For the second one, which is conflict. So for the conflict, which letter? Jericho, do you want to answer for the next one?
Yes, sir. I think letter B.
Okay. Okay, wait. Okay, so our conflict is letter B. So here, I will read the Matilda Loisel is not wealthy, yet she dreams to be. Her husband gives her money to buy a dress, but she is not satisfied until she asks a wealthy friend for a necklace to borrow. So here's where the problems start. So that's the conflict. Okay, so for the next one, the rising action. Which do you think is the rising action? Which letter, guys? You can guess if you're not sure. If you don't know the answer, you can guess.
Letter D, sir.
Letter D. Okay, let's see. Okay, perfect, Jericho. Very good. So that's the rising action. So here's where the party starts. So they're already on the party, and the necklace goes missing. So they search for the necklace, but it was gone. So they just choose to replace it. Okay, for the next one, for the climax. Jose, do you want to answer for the next one for the climax? Which do you think is the climax in these pictures?
Ano sir, letter A.
Letter A. Okay. Let's see. Very good. Okay, so here's the climax. So now the jewel or the necklace was gone. So they have to work hard work for 10 years just to pay off all of their debts. That's the climax of the story. Very good, Jose. And for the falling action, guys. Any guess? Any guess?
Sir, I think it's gonna be letter E.
Okay, very good. So that's where the falling action happens. So she gave back the necklace to Madame Forrester. And last but not the least is the resolution. Guys, what do you think is the resolution here?
I think, sir, it's gonna be letter F.
Okay, let's see.
One.
Of course, it should be letter F. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. I can see that you've learned something from our discussion and from the video as well. So yeah, that's the resolution part of the story. Okay. So now let's just have like talk about the moral of the story. So again, there's no wrong or right answer for this. It's just your opinion about the moral of the story. Like you can talk in Taglish if you want.
Me, sir.
Okay, Jericho, proceed.
I think, sir, the moral story of the necklace, sir, it's gonna be you have to be contented from what you have, and also always always be true to yourself, always yes, sir, always true to yourself.
Yes.
And be contented always.
Okay. Like yes, with that kind of story we can see that honesty is really the best policy, not only in school but also in real life. So for me, there are two moral lessons from the story. So that yes, that's the first, that honesty is the best policy, and we should never be greedy in life. Whatever it be, we should never be greedy. So if Matilda had never lied to her friend about the necklace, the neck given by her friend was fake and made of it's just a costume jewelry. If she had honestly told to Madame Forrester that about the losing of the necklace, she might not have wasted 10 years of her life in repayment of that. right? So yes, we can see that we should also be we should also low our pride and our ego. And also we can also see that Matilda was also greedy of becoming rich. So if she had been happy with what she had, if she had been contented with the life that she had with Monsieur Loisel, she might have never faced the downfall of 10 years. So again, this kind of story is a reminder for all of us to be contented of whatever we have. Um, Even if we don't have something, um, if we are contented on what we have, if we're not wishing for too much, we will find the true meaning of wealth in our life and the true essence of happiness. Okay, and for the assignment, you guys have to on a whole sheet of paper, write an alternative exposition, conflict, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution of the story, The Necklace. Okay, and that concludes our lesson for today. Again, thank you very much for joining in this class. I am words are not enough to express how grateful I am to in this discussion. Thank you for spending time with me. Okay, let me just stop.
Thank you, sir.